Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's market fundamental and technical breakdown by Tony FX. This is for the time period of 1st to the 5th of April, okay? And we'll be going through the structure of the market, both the market structure and also the fundamental. We'll also be checking out the sentimental analysis to be able to forecast the next moves in the market for the time period of 1st to the 5th of April. So if this is your first time, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, click the bell notification icon, and share this content to everyone who is a trader that might need this information to be able to become profitable in the market. So with that said, I'll be sharing my screen and then we can jump right into it. Okay, terrific. So currently I have shared my screen and we're looking at DXY. Okay, DXY, which is the strength of the dollar. DXY, which is the strength of the dollar. So like last week, we told you guys that DXY was going to go up. Okay, and this was the point where it was. This was Sunday. Yeah, this was Sunday. So we told you guys DXY is going to go up. And what happened? DXY had a corrective structure. After its corrective structure, what it went up. Okay, it went up, but it has not reached. Currently, I see DXY heading into this resistance, which is also more like a supply level, and from here we'll now be seeing a massive drop. So starting the week, we might see a push upwards for DXY into this resistance level. So scalpers can decide to trade the buys, but me, I'll be more focused on the sell structure for DXY. Do you understand? Back into this demand level. That's what I'll be trading. The sell structure for DXY back into this demand level. Okay, so with that said, we'll check out the next pair, which is Euro USD. You should know that Euro USD is 80% correlated with DXY. So if DXY is going up, Euro USD should be going down, and if DXY is going down, Euro USD should be going up. So with that said, now this is Euro USD, and the chart has loaded up. So for Euro USD, I see a push to the downside as well for Euro USD to grab some liquidity. After it does that, then we'll now start moving to the upside for Euro USD. Okay, just the same way we expect DXY to go to the upside before it drops to the downside. We're expecting Euro USD to come down into this demand zone, grab more orders in this demand zone, and then start pushing to the upside. So that's what I see for Euro USD. Then the next is AUD USD. But before we check out AUD USD, let's check out the sentiment for Euro USD. Let's check out the sentiment for Euro USD. Let's go back to sentiment. Sentiment has to do with the total overall view of every market participant, both the retail traders, and you can see the foreign sentiment is the feeling or perception of market participants towards the currency pair. It is an essential aspect of forex trading as it plays a crucial role in determining the direction of the market. Forex sentiment is driven by a wide range of factors, including economic data, geopolitical events, news events, and market trends. Okay, so with that said, this is Euro USD, and you can see based on the sentiment, we can see that it's loading. It's meant to give us a percentage back. Okay, it just loaded up. Okay, so for this now, we have 60% long, 40% short. 60% long, 40% short for Euro USD. 60% long, 40% short for Euro USD. And you can see it is one of the most traded currency. About 35% of traders are currently trading Euro USD. 60% long, 40% short Euro USD. So we're still on the right track since our bias is for the buy side for Euro USD. But I told you guys the market is going to move down a bit because we expect DXY to move up. After DXY, Euro USD moves down a bit, then it will now start moving to the upside. So that's what I anticipate for Euro USD. This should load up now. Okay, so that's what I see for Euro USD. Then the next on the list should be AUD USD. The next on the list should be AUD USD. Slowly. Okay, AUD USD. So for AUD USD, we anticipate the up move as well. We anticipate an up move on AUD USD as well. So the market already pushed up. We got our first buy at this point for AUD USD because last week I told you guys that AUD USD will buy, and we got this buy. We sent the signals, it was profitable. So we saw another buy setup over here, but the market has not gotten to that level yet. So we're monitoring AUD USD, and as soon as the market comes to the downside, because we're expecting DXY to go to the upside. So if DXY goes to the upside, AUD USD is going to come to the downside, and as soon as AUD USD comes to the downside, we will now be trading the market to the upside because our main trade on DXY is to the downside. Okay, so that's what our trade on DXY is meant to be to the downside. Then our trade for AUD is meant to be to the upside. Okay, because we have a demand level over here for AUD. We have a demand level over here for AUD. So let's watch out. Let's watch out for that trading opportunity this coming week. Let's watch out for that trading opportunity this coming week. Let me switch over to the other network provider, Airtel. Glow is a bit messy. Currently connected. Yes, finally connected to a wonderful network provider, Airtel. I'm highly promoting them. So this is the support level for AUD. It has and we already grabbed this buy, moved up, and had a corrective structure. After its corrective structure, it started moving to the upside. It has already broken this high. So now we are anticipating what a little drop to the downside to a demand level to pick some orders, some trades that was not picked. After that, we'll now be moving to the upside. We're sending signals to the group. So if you don't miss out on these signals, go to the description, join our Telegram group. Okay, the link to our Telegram group is there. It's free. Okay, just click that link, join the Telegram group, and you can gain access to these uh, signals when it drop. So let's check out the sentiment, guys. Let's check out the sentiments. Yes. So for sentiments, let's start for AUD USD. AUD USD. Okay, this is AUD USD. Whoa, That's a massive green bar. So for AUD/USD, we have 75% long and 25% short. So if you see a buy setup, just go for your buy setups for AUD/USD, okay? And if I'll be monitoring the buy setups. As soon as we see it, we'll be sending it to you guys, and then you'll be able to place this trade profitably. 75% long and 25% short. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's go back to the chart. So our bias is accurate. It's just for us to now see the right setup, the right trading setup. If you want to learn more about our trading setup, you can join our academy. We're going to teach you how to analyze the market, how to break down the market from a higher time frame, and then you know the direction of the market on the higher time frame. Then go to a lower time frame to execute your trade and be able to make your profits in the market with proper risk management and psychology to approach the market as well as a profitable trader. Why I'm giving you guys all this information is because I know in forex trading, people will be like, "What's your secret? What's your secret?" To be honest with you, there is no secret in forex trading. Okay, forex trading has skills, it has talent, it has education, and then it has psychology and discipline. Okay, and also risk management. You can learn the skills, you can learn the education that I'm giving you. Okay, you can learn my strategy. Okay, but do you see about this the psychology, the risk management, and the discipline? These are the three extra things that you personally cannot learn from me. It's something that you need to develop yourself. You need to build for yourself by yourself. Okay, so that's why I'm giving you guys all this content. Okay, and value. So just smash the like button to encourage us, and comment forex below so that you can help the GPUSD. Okay, so for GPUSD, it's the same bias we have with Euro USD as well. Okay, so for GPUSD, we anticipate a buy to come in from this current level. The buy is coming from this current level, okay, or below, okay. From where we've seen GP now, it's at this point, okay. So I anticipate GP to start developing buy setups from this point. You can see there's a lot of accumulations of buy stops and sell stops within this level, but the market maker knows where he wants to take the market to. And from our buyers, we're anticipating market to move to the upside for GPUSD. Okay, it already came into this point. It gave a wonderful setup over here. Last week Monday, we told you guys GPUSD will buy, and we got the buy setup early Monday morning, and it gave us 60 pips, 1:3 risk to reward ratio. Then came back to also grab more trades of those who missed this early trading opportunity and moved up again about 55 pips. Okay, so now for you guys who missed this second opportunity for the buy, it's giving us another opportunity, the third opportunity heading into this week, and we're taking this buy, and this buy will be higher than this previous 60 pips bar, which points it gave to us for a much more swing trade. Okay, so watch out for this. Let's see what sentiment is saying. So for GPUSD, for sentiment, we see 68% long and 32% short. 68% long, 32% short, and 24% of traders are currently trading GPUSD globally. So we're still on the right track with GPUSD forecast. So let's check the next one, XAUUSD gold. XAUUSD, which is gold. Okay, fantastic trade for gold. Fantastic trade for gold. I can remember last week we called out gold to buy from this current level. We called out gold to buy from this current level, and if you can see, gold tapped into our daily validation point over here, and then start moving to upside, skyrockets, massive move. So for gold now, I'm expecting what a return to this H4 validation point and supply level, sorry, demand level. So from this demand level now, the anticipating will more push to the upside for gold. Our psychological level target is the 2250, which means $2,250 per ounce of gold. Okay, so that's what we are targeting. $2,250 per ounce of gold. Okay, but currently we're expecting gold to come back into this demand level at $2,194 per ounce, and then head up to $2,225 per ounce. So that's what we anticipate for gold. They sell first before the buy. So let's see what XAUUSD sentiment is saying. XAUUSD. So for XAUUSD, we see sentiment is saying 65% short, 35% long. Exactly. So for the 65% short, has to do with those who want the gold trade to sell. Like I told you guys, gold is at a very high level at this point. So from this level now, I'm expecting more gold to sell into this demand level. And when it comes to this demand level, sentiment is going to gradually change towards the buy side, and then we're going to buy gold and head up to $2,200. So that's it. Then the last pair on our list is Bitcoin, the people's money. Bitcoin. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So for Bitcoin, I've been seeing some accumulation going on, but I can see this as an ascending triangle structure, and the market most times works as works with principles. There are principles that guide the market. But before I break down the structure I currently see on Bitcoin, you can see clearly over here that this market is inside a resistance level, okay? Resistance, which is like a ceiling, okay, where we have a lot of sell orders by institutions placed there, and they anticipate what they drop to the downside for institutions. So there's high chances that there will be a drop to the downside for this one towards this trend line before the continuation push to the upside. That's the first view based on structure. But if you now see the current market structure I'm seeing over here, this is what an ascending triangle. This is an ascending triangle, and ascending triangle has principles guiding it. Ascending there is going to mean what? Two touches, one, two, three. Three touches on the resistance level, and you can see we have two touches on the support level. One, two, three. And most times the ascending triangle breaks up from the upside. It breaks up from the upside. So the first candle to close above this resistance level, is the actual trigger candle for this ascending triangle. And from here, you can now start seeing Bitcoin to move to the upside more to break this high, this all-time high level. Okay, so that's why I identified this structure this way, with this roadmap, with this current arrow you see over here. I expect it to come back into this trend line, acting like a support. Then this trend line will give it the momentum it needs to break. When it breaks this resistance, the first candle to close above this resistance level of this ascending triangle is the trigger candle for more buy opportunity to the upside for Bitcoin. Okay, so we already got a buy on Bitcoin from here. I got a buy from Bitcoin from here at this point. I also got a buy from Bitcoin on Monday when I told you guys buy Bitcoin at this point on Sunday. I told you guys buy Bitcoin. So I got a buy structure on Sunday, and it has already moved to the upside for Bitcoin. So the next buy structure is when it breaks above this resistance level for Bitcoin. Then we'll now start anticipating what? Another buy entry opportunity. So that's what I see currently for Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I don't have any sentiment mainly for Bitcoin, but let's move to the next thing, which has to do with the news for the week. And this is the first week of the month of April. Guess what? We have NFP coming. So for Monday, this is April 1st, 2024. We have the early Asian session, JPY, Tanker Large Manufacturing Index. This is 10 against 12. If you have a figure higher than 10, it is good for Japanese yen. Then on Monday as well, London session, we have the S&P Global Manufacturing PMI for Greece and unemployment rate for Greece. Okay, so if you see a figure higher than 10.3, it is bad for Europe. If you see a figure higher than 52 for the manufacturing PMI, it is good for euro, and it's going to give euro USD the buy we anticipate for. Then New York session, we have Canadian global manufacturing PMI. So if you see a figure higher than 50.3, it is good for card. But if you see a figure lower than 50.3, it is bad for card. This is April 1st. And we should be mindful, we have some holidays as well on April 1st. And New York session, we have by 2:45 USD global manufacturing PMI. We have 52.5. We say if you go higher than 52.5, it is good for the dollar. But if you say if you go lower than 52.5, it is bad for the dollar. We have ISM manufacturing PMI, which we say if you go higher than 48.5, it is good for the dollar. But if you go lower than 48.5, it is bad for the dollar. Then trading day, as soon as Asian session opens up, we have AUD Judo Bank manufacturing PMI, which you will say figure higher than 46.8, it is good for the Australian dollar. Okay, so we need to be mindful of the fundamentals, because the fundamental is more like the blood, why the technical is more like the body, the bones. Okay, so the body cannot work without the blood. Okay, you cannot really operate very well without the blood. Okay, so that's why we are checking out this fundamental, because we want to know when blood is going to flow towards a particular direction of your body, so that we will be able to maintain a very good body position and body structure. It is connected together for each pair. That's why we are mentioning the pair and mentioning the news for this pair, and then mentioning the impact when the result is out for this pair at the actual time when it is announced. So on Tuesday we have the Asian session, 1:30 a.m. Reserve Bank of Australia meeting minutes. This is just a meeting, so there will not be much impact, but most times there can be some statements that could make the Australian dollar weaker or stronger based on the speaker in the meeting. Then early London session, we have Swiss franc retail sales month over month, whereby if the retail sales is higher than 0.3 minus 0.3%, it is good for the Swiss franc, and we can see some strength in the Swiss franc. Then we have retail sales year over year early morning by London session 7:30. We have retail sales year over year. At the same time, retail sales month over month is announced. So the figure higher than 0.1%, if we have 0.2%, it is good for the Swiss franc. But if we have a figure lower than 0.1%, it is bad for the Swiss franc. Then London session as well, we have unemployment rate for Europe, okay, and that's Austria to be precise. So if you see unemployment rate, a figure higher than 7.5, it is bad for Europe at that morning. But if you see a figure like 7.4, 7.3, 7.0, it is good for the Europe. There's going to be a massive spike for the Europe. So currently we see previous was 7.6 and consensus is 7.5. Probably we can get a figure lower than 7.5, which could be 7.4, okay, and it's going to be good for the Europe. Then London session 8:15. We have a lot of London session news on Tuesday. A lot of London session news. 8:15. We have HCOB manufacturing PMI for Spain, which we say figure higher than 51.4. It is good for Spain. Then manufacturing PMI for Swiss franc by 8:13. It's by 8:30. We say figure higher than 45. It is good for the Swiss franc. So we're monitoring mainly for the euro pairs and the Swiss franc pairs on Tuesday. Like based on what I'm seeing here, I'm monitoring deeply Monday evening for the Swiss franc and the euro pairs, because these are where I can see liquidity going or flowing towards early Tuesday London session. Then here is Italy. We have by 8:45 Italy manufacturing PMI. If you see a figure higher than 48.9, it is good for euro. But if you see a figure lower than 48.9, it is bad for the euro. So we have France HOCB manufacturing PMI by 8:50. This is just coming in 15 minutes gap and 5 minutes gap. Okay, interesting. So manufacturing PMI for franc, for France, I mean, if you say a figure higher than 45.8, it is good for Europe. But if figure lower than 45.8, it is bad for Europe. Then we have Germany manufacturing PMI as well. The same thing with the previous one. And then Euro Central manufacturing PMI. A lot of manufacturing PMI coming out, data for manufacturers. Okay. Then early in the morning, London session as well, we have GBP manufacturing PMI, which has to do with the Great Britain pound. And you see a figure higher than 2.9, it is good for the Great Britain pound. Inflation rate over here, if you see a figure higher than 2.3%, it is good for Europe. This New York session 1 p.m. West African time, and then we have the job openings for the United States of America by 3 p.m. West African time. You see a figure higher than 8.81, it is good for the USD, but a figure lower than 8.81, it is bad for the USD. On Wednesday, we have unemployment rate for Italy. Unemployment rate for Italy. So this unemployment rate for Italy on Wednesday, it is a figure that we need to watch out for. If you see a figure lower than 7.1, it is good for Europe, but a figure higher than 7.1, it is bad for the Europe. The same with Europe Central. If you see a figure lower than 6.4, it is good for Europe, but a figure higher than 6.4, it is bad for the Europe. Then CPI for Europe Central. CPI, if you see a figure higher than 125.5, it is good for Europe, but a figure lower than 125.5, it is bad for Europe for CPI. But this news is coming out exactly by 10. So probably 9 o'clock can set up the mood of the market, and 10 o'clock can execute the remaining liquidity. Okay. Then New York session, we have ADP employment changes, which is the private sector. If you see a figure higher than 150k, it is good for USD, but a figure lower than 150k, it is bad for the USD. Then Canadian Global Service PMI. So if you see a figure higher than 47.2, it is good for card, but a figure lower than 47.2, it is bad for card. Then to end the day is a Global Service PMI for dollar, and then Asian session Judo Bank Service PMI. Every figure here, if you see a figure higher than the current figure, it is good for these pairs. But if you see a figure lower than it, it is bad for the pair. So watch out for that. Then on Thursday, we have the retail sales month over month for Australian dollar early Asian session by 1:30 a.m. So a figure higher than 0.3% is good for the Australian dollar, but a figure lower is bad for the Australian dollar. Then early London session, we have Swiss franc CPI. So a figure higher than 107.5, it is good for Swiss franc, but a figure lower than 107.5, it is bad for the Swiss franc. Early London session 8 o'clock, we have unemployment changes, and I already explained this with the previous data on Wednesday. Service PMI, I already explained this with the figure. And then New York session, we have continuous jobless claims. So this is something that is unique than any other one I've explained previously. This is continuous jobless claims, and then jobless claims 4-week average. You should know that this continuous jobless claims and jobless claims 4-week average is a derivative of what? Initial jobless claims. So we're monitoring and focusing on Thursday by 1:30 p.m. West African time, the initial jobless claims. If we see a figure higher than 214, it is bad for the dollar, but a figure lower than 214, it is good for the dollar. Initial jobless claims, people claiming that they don't have jobs anymore. Then on Thursday as well, exactly by 1:30 p.m. West African time, we have the balance of trade, which has to do with the total exports minus the total imports in Canada. So if we see a figure higher than 0.5, it is good for the Canada. But if you see a figure lower than 0.5, it is bad for the Canada pair. Then to end the week, one of the most popular news events is happening on Friday, which has to do with non-farm payroll. We will trade non-farm payroll together live, okay? So that's one promise I'll be giving it to you guys. So join our Telegram channel. The link to the Telegram channel is going to be on the description. Join our Telegram channel. We're going to go live here on YouTube, and then we're going to trade the non-farm payroll together to make some quick bucks, okay? Save the date is by 1:30. We're going to start by 1:15, 1:10, so that we can set up our buyers and be able to execute trades before the actual time comes. Then, but early Asian session 1:30 a.m. we have balance of trade for the Australian dollar, which has to do with total imports minus total exports. Okay, the same explanation I had for the Canadian dollar. Then retail sales month over month and year over year. I already explained this previously. Employment changes, unemployment rates, and then all this. So for the non-farm payroll, the most important one we watch out for, it has to do with this one that says unemployment rate and non-farm payroll. Okay, so this one by 1:30, if we see a figure higher than 200k, it is good for the dollar. But if you see a figure lower than 200k, it is bad for the dollar. Then unemployment rate, if you see a percentage lower than 3.9, it is good for dollar, but a percentage higher than 3.9, it is bad for the dollar. So that is it about the sentiment. Okay, so if you want to join our academy, you can click the link on the description. This is the first link you see. It says seller.co/click to cart. As soon as you click on that link, it's going to take you to our store. Okay, and we have an Easter bonanza going on right now. Our signal group for April, which is tomorrow, is meant to be 14,000 naira, but we have cut down the price to 2,000 naira. You can get in with just 2,000 naira for our April group, okay, and you can be able to have access to our signals for April, the VIP signals. This is a one-time opportunity. For just 2,000 naira, you can gain access to this. We don't do this often. We're just giving this as a giveaway, and also we're giving it as an opportunity, a rare opportunity to our audience to be able to capitalize on this opportunity and to be able to make money in the financial market during this Easter holiday. We know that things are really difficult, and we know that money is hard to come by right now. That's why we're giving you guys this opportunity to be able to gain access to these signals and be able to trade the market and make profitable what money. So this is it. If you now want to join our course, you can come over here and click on Tenet Digital Lane Education course. Okay, the website is going to load, and then it's going to show you our price packages. We have monthly package, 3 months package, 6 months package, and 1 year package. As soon as you pay for the 3 months package, for instance, you have to first of all select your payment method: bank transfer, your debit card, or cryptocurrency. Make the payment and gain access to what intensive online boot camp for 3 months. This is worth about $250. A guest trainer from London and the United States of America, New York to be precise, is going to handle you on the forex trading class. Then we have our forex software files, which we're going to be installing on your phones and on your laptop when you're done with the payment. You gain access to the VIP signal group as well and place trades with our signals. Then you have what a free membership into our VIP group and communicate with our VIP members. And then you have a one-on-one session with me whereby I'm going to guide you step by step, give you baby steps, explain it like a 5 years old boy who needs what the proper information to take the proper action and be able to get the accurate results he needs. Okay, so this is one of the what benefits you're getting, values you're getting. This is way above the amount of money you're paying for. Okay, then you have access to our textbook as well, Forex Mastery, a guide to trading success. The next thing you're also getting access to is our certificate. When you're done, we're going to give you a test, okay, and this test is going to determine if you're really a good trader. If you're really a good trader, then you're going to pass our test. As soon as you pass this test, you're going to gain access to our certificate, and this certificate is going to prove that you're a good trader. With this certificate now, you can be able to post it on social media and be able to manage your account profitably. I have proof, and I have what a lot of students who have been able to achieve this standard and are able to manage money with proper risk management. So the last is that we're going to give you a $5,000 account courtesy of our prop firm. We have a prop firm we're partnering with, which is going to give you access to this $5,000 account, and you can use it to start up your trading journey and become a profitable trader. Thank you so much for watching to this point. Please, if you have any questions, come to me directly. The link to my DM is going to be on the description. Click on that link and gain access to me. Okay, ask me any questions. I'll guide you through the payment method, how to enroll, how to get these softwares, and how to be able to start up your journey. You need a mentor to guide you. You need a mentor to get to where you want to be. So let us be your mentor. Let us be your guide. Let us be the one that will hold your hand and show you the right path towards achieving success in the financial market. Like I always say, I wish you a profitable trading week. Okay.